Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? Team Luke 1665 Gaming here with another season of predicting the games. And yeah, also, don't mind me saying Team Luke 1665 Gaming. I'm going to be also filming videos on week NFL picks on the gaming channel as well. So yeah, so we're back for another year. I think the last time that we did, it's our third time now doing it. So yeah, to start this season, we got the Cowboys and Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are gonna win this game by a lot. It's gonna be a shootout game for sure, but I think the Bucs are gonna. So I think it's gonna be a blowout game, because Dallas defense isn't as great. So I think the Bucs are still gonna win no matter what. So yeah, I have the Bucs winning by, I would say, like at least 20 or more. Now we're gonna jump to the AFC side and talk about these two games, Steelers and Bills. It's gonna be a really close game. It could go either way, like I said. I don't think it will though. I think it's gonna take it to Buffalo. They have the better team. I mean, their defense could be better this year. The Steelers have the elite defense though. The Steelers defense is gonna make the big plays, but Buffalo's offense too, man. It's gonna be insane. So I have the Bills starting off 1-0, and the Steelers 0-1. Jaguars and Texans. Tyrod Taylor is starting Week 1 for Houston. So I don't know what to go with. I think I'm gonna go with Jacksonville because they have the better offense in defense. The Texans are probably having the worst defense of the league, but not the worst offense. I would say like 20, like at least like 25th through 32. But yeah, I think Jacksonville's gonna win Week 1. Now we're gonna do the AFC versus NFC games. To start off, we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. These two teams have great offenses, but this team has a trash O-line and defense, while this one, I don't know about their O-line, and then their defense is pretty good. Their defense last year wasn't as great because they had so many injuries, but Mike Zimmer powered his Vikings to 7-9. I thought they were gonna do way worse than that, but no, they did great. So I have the Vikings winning Week 1 by like a game winner field goal in the last seconds. So because I don't know, it's gonna be a close game. But again, I have the Minnesota Vikings winning a game winner field goal in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. Seahawks Colts. This game's gonna be a good one as well. Carson Wentz will play Week 1. I'm sure Quentin Nelson is playing too on Week 1. So I believe we are gonna have the Colts winning. The Seahawks defense isn't as great. Their offense though is really good. Their O-line's not as great either. I think they might be the worst O-line in the league. I'm not sure though, but yeah. The Colts have a top 5 O-line instantly. I think it's probably the best O-line in the league, and the defense is really good as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see the Colts playing this year. I think the Colts will beat the Seahawks though, by a few points. Washington football team versus the LA Chargers. This game is the game of the week. Either way, for sure it's a toss up. So it can either go to the Chargers or the football team, no matter what. But I think I have the football team winning by like a few points. I'm not sure like how much though, but like the football team will win. They're both gonna make great plays. The Washington defense is gonna be destructive, dude. It's gonna be so good to watch them play. Okay, now we have the Jets versus my favorite team, the Carolina Panthers. We are gonna have a great year. Okay, so the Jets versus the Panthers. Zach Wilson is making his major league NFL debut. While Sam Darnold is making his Panther debut. So it's the rivalry of his old team and Robbie Anderson's old team. So Zach Wilson is gonna be. I don't know how he'll be playing. I'm not sure. So we got the Jets and the Panthers. This game, I think I had the Panthers winning by like 2 touchdowns. My team's gonna do really well. Um, so yeah. Zach Wilson's gonna make some decent plays, but I think the Panthers are just gonna be better. Sam Darnold is in a better spot, but our O line's not as great. We need to like improve on the O line. Our defense is really young. It's gonna be a threat to the Jets, but the Jets do have a good uh front seven with their linebackers and their front four. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I think we can manage to win the game. Arizona Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans. This game is another toss-up as well, but I think I'd rather pick the Tennessee Titans because the Cardinals do have DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, AJ Green. Not a great running back core, but the Tennessee Titans have Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, and AJ Brown, and a decent O line. Like maybe like top 15, I'm not sure. But the Cardinals do have a decent O line, but their defense is much, much better than the Tennessee Titans. But this game is gonna go to Tennessee. It's gonna be a shootout, but Tennessee wins by a few points. So I think the Titans will have a great game, and yeah. Alright, next game we are going to do the NFC side. We're doing the 10 a.m. games, then the 125, then the Sunday night, then Monday night. Alright, so we got the Eagles and Falcons. Another good. This is probably gonna be one of the worst games of the week. I think I said good, but it's not good. It's gonna be the worst game of the week probably. Kyle Pitts does make his debut. While Devontae Smith makes his debut for the Eagles. It's gonna be tough to see these two play this year. But I think I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Eagles. It could go either way, but like it's going to be tough. The Falcons are going to have a horrible defense. Eagles have horrible offense. I think the only good part about their team is their tight ends and Devonta Smith. While the Falcons' probably only good part is basically Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, and Kyle Pitts. Their defense isn't as great. They do have Grady Jarrett, though. And the Eagles have Darius Slay. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all the stars from their teams. So, I think I'm going to go with the Eagles. It's gonna be like the Falcons are gonna score some points though, but I think the Eagles are just gonna do much better because their defense is trash. So this might be the only one for the Eagles this year. Who knows? We do not know. 49ers and Detroit. We do not need to mention this. Detroit's gonna get whipped. They do have a I would say top 10 O line. That's pretty much it. And T.J. Hawkinson. While the Lions do have Jared Goff, DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams. I almost said Jamal Adams, bro. They do not have Jamal Adams. He's at the Seahawks. Jamal Williams and T.J. Hawkinson. That's the only offense. They have no good wide receivers. I mean, they could. Amon-Ra St. Brown, if I said his name correct, he could be a breakout wide receiver with his rookie year. I'm not sure though. While their defensive side of the ball is really awful. I think the only good part is about what was his name? Frick. Jeff Okudah. He's not really as great yet. He's entering his second year. Maybe he can do good for Detroit this year. I'm not sure, but their defense needs to improve. While the 49ers have George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, rookie Trey Lance. He's not gonna make his debut. I'm sure Jimmy Garoppolo is starting week 1. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to see Garoppolo play. I think Trey Lance will start eventually. But I had the 49ers winning in week 1 by a blowout. I would say like this is gonna be the easiest one for the 49ers, I think, this season. And now we get to the 125 game. So we have Packers Saints. I think Green Bay wins it by a lot. This game is playing in Jacksonville because of Hurricane Ida. So and Green Bay has a lot of talent. No Michael Thomas for the Saints. They no longer have Drew Brees. He retired. So yeah. I think the Green Bay Packers will win week 1 easily. The Saints have a decent defense. I don't know how they're gonna play this year. I think they're gonna not do. They're gonna take a major step down. I think, in my opinion. All right, now we have the Browns and Chiefs game of the week, probably. Or one of the games of the week. Baker Mayfield versus Patrick Mahomes. Browns have the better defense, that's for sure. The better O-line's Browns. Better weapons is probably going to be Cleveland because the Chiefs only have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and that's pretty much it to pass. They do have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, while they do have the better running back with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So Kareem Hunt goes to face his former team, the Chiefs. The Browns have Odell Beckham, Austin Hooper, David Njoku, Harrison Bryant, Jarvis Landry, and that's pretty much all the wide receivers they have. But they do have a good threats to pass the ball with. Donovan Peoples-Jones as well. Their defense is scary. They're going to have a great season. But I do have the Chiefs winning week 1. It's going to be another shootout. Like I said, it's going to be a fun game to watch. But I have the Chiefs winning by a few points. It's going to be a shootout, fun game to watch. Probably the game of the week. Alright, another good game to watch. The Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. It's going to be two Alabama quarterbacks facing each other. Cam Newton got cut, so it's Tua Tagovailoa versus Mac Jones week 1. It's going to be interesting to watch these two play. But I have the Miami Dolphins actually going to win week 1. This game could go either way. It's another toss-up, but I have the Dolphins winning. I picked the New England Patriots on my player card or on the picks, but I'm going to take the Dolphins. This game is going to go either way. It's going to be really interesting to watch. The Patriots do have a good defense. The Dolphins picked up more weapons on offense. Their O-line's going to be scary a bit. But the Patriots do have a decent weapons. Not as great, though. But they do have a great O-line and defense. I think the Patriots are actually the most overrated team right now. I got to be honest. They're saying they're going to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to go this year. They might go next year, but I don't think they're going this year. They're so overrated, I gotta be honest with you. But yeah, this is gonna be another interesting game to watch. Mac Jones versus Tua Tagovailoa, that's for sure. Alright, now we got the Broncos and Giants final game at 125 this week. This game can go either way as well. Not sure who to pick, but I think I'm gonna go with the New York Giants by a few points. They do have a lot of weapons now. Their O-line's still a huge worst part of their offense. Their defense is underrated as well. The Broncos do have a great defense. They do have a decent offense. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game because of the O-line or their defenses. They're both going to make huge plays. I think it's going to be the lowest-scoring game of the week, I'm sure. I'm not sure, but yeah. Bears, Rams, Andy Dalton's going to start. I think Andy Dalton's pretty much done after week 1. I don't know, unless Justin Fields gets the ball in the second half of week 1. I'm not sure. Andy Dalton's going to blow it. I'm sure the Rams are going to win it. If he stays the whole game, then Rams win in a blowout. They're going to easily win. The Bears do have a great defense, though. The problem is the Bears don't start Andy Dalton. They should have just started Justin Fields week 1. They're making a huge mistake. So yeah, the Rams are gonna be winning it week 1 no matter what. But Justin Fields needs to get the ball as soon as they can, man. He's so good for the Bears. And then Baltimore Ravens versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders do get improved a little bit on their defense. And then the Baltimore Ravens, they got a slightly upgraded their wide receiver core. It's not as great, but it could have been worse. They need to still improve on their wide receiver core, that's for sure. But the sad part is J.K. Dobbins is out for the year, which this offense is going to take a major step down. This could be a huge upset for the Raiders, but I still have Baltimore's defense winning in a low-scoring game. But it could go either way, like I said. It could be the Raiders winning it. Dude, the Ravens offense might be taking another step down. Why am I saying this? Because they do not have J.K. Dobbins. He torn his ACL in the preseason game. Why would they let him start, though? They also do not have a wide receiver core. I don't know about their O-line. I think it's somewhat decent. They lost Orlando Brown to the Chiefs. Uh, and yeah, and then the Raiders on the side, they do not have great O-line. They are so stupid for trading their pieces. The Seahawks do have Gabe Jackson, though. But, like, that's pretty much it. But the Raiders O-line sucks badly, dude. So, I think I'm going with the Ravens with their defense. The Raiders do not. I think the Raiders improved a bit on defense, but still not that great. But the Raiders do have Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs. They need to have like a better wide receiver core. They do not have Nelson Aguilar anymore. They just have Henry Ruggs and Hunter Renfrow. Henry Ruggs needs to have a breakout year, or else he's gonna be a bust really. So I have Baltimore winning by a few points, a low scoring game again. So these are my predictions. I'm done for week 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week for week 2 predictions. I'll see you guys then. Peace.